Announcer. A father says he spent years financially supporting a child he believed was his, until devastating DNA results changed everything. Today, emotions explode in Judge Judy's courtroom when accusations of deception, betrayal, and broken trust force both sides to confront the truth. Bird. Order! All rise. Judge Judy. Thank you. You may be seated. Calling the case of Turner versus Ellis. Announcer. 34-year-old Marcus Turner is suing his ex-girlfriend, 29-year-old Danielle Ellis, seeking repayment of child support and financial expenses after DNA testing revealed he is not the biological father of Danielle's 8-year-old son. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner, you're suing Ms. Ellis for $11,000? Marcus. Yes, Your Honor. Judge Judy. And that amount represents what exactly? Marcus. Money I spent raising a child, she told me, was mine. Child support, clothes, school expenses, medical bills, all of it. Judge Judy. All right, start from the beginning. How long were you together? Marcus. Almost 3 years. Judge Judy. And during that relationship, she became pregnant? Marcus. Yes. Judge Judy. Were you living together? Marcus. Off and on. Judge Judy. Were you exclusive? Marcus pauses. Marcus. I thought we were. Judge Judy. That answer usually means trouble. Ms. Ellis? Danielle. We had broken up briefly around that time. Judge Judy. How brief? Danielle. Maybe 2 weeks. Judge Judy. Amazing how much chaos people can create in 14 days. A few people in the gallery laugh softly. Judge Judy. Quiet. Judge Judy. During that break, were you involved with someone else? Danielle. Yes. Judge Judy. Did you tell Mr. Turner that when you found out you were pregnant? Danielle. No. Judge Judy. Why not? Danielle takes a breath. Danielle. Because based on the timing, I honestly believed Marcus was probably the father. Judge Judy. Probably is different from definitely. Danielle. I know. Judge Judy. Did you present it to him as a certainty? Danielle hesitates. Danielle. Yes. Marcus shakes his head slowly. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner, when the child was born, were you listed on the birth certificate? Marcus. Yes. Judge Judy. Did you have any doubts then? Marcus. None. I trusted her completely. Judge Judy. And the child's name? Marcus. Caleb. Judge Judy. How old is Caleb now? Danielle. 8. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner, explain your role in Caleb's life. Marcus exhales slowly. Marcus. I raised the role. Judge Judy. Be specific. Marcus. I taught him how to ride a bike. I coached his basketball team for 2 seasons. Every Thursday night, we used to build Lego sets together because he was obsessed with superheroes. The courtroom quiets. Marcus. When he had asthma attacks, I'd sleep sitting upright next to his bed because he was scared to fall asleep alone. Danielle looks downward. Marcus. I packed lunches, went to parent-teacher meetings, took him trick-or-treating every Halloween. I wasn't some guy mailing checks once a month. Judge Judy. Understood. Marcus. I was his father in every way that mattered to him. Silence spreads through the courtroom. Judge Judy. Then tell me what changed. Marcus. About a year ago, people started making comments about Caleb not looking like me. Judge Judy. People say foolish things every day. Marcus. I ignored it at first. Judge Judy. But eventually you didn't. Marcus. Danielle's cousin contacted me privately. Danielle immediately stiffens. Danielle. That cousin starts drama everywhere she goes. Judge Judy. Maybe. But sometimes dramatic people accidentally tell the truth. Continue. Marcus. She told me, Danielle admitted. Years ago, there was another possible father. Judge Judy. Did you confront her immediately? Marcus. Yes, Judge Judy. What happened? Marcus. At first, she denied it. Then suddenly, she suggested a DNA test to clear everything up. Judge Judy. Which usually means nothing is clear. Bird chuckles quietly. Judge Judy. Who arranged the DNA test? Marcus. I did. Court-certified lab. Judge Judy. Do you have the results? Marcus. Yes. Bird. Here you are, Judge. Judge Judy reviews the paperwork carefully. Judge Judy. Probability of paternity. 0%. The courtroom falls completely silent. Judge Judy slowly removes her glasses. Judge Judy. Ms. Ellis, you do not dispute these results? Danielle quietly. No. A stunned murmur spreads through the gallery. Judge Judy. Quiet. Marcus stares straight ahead, jaw tight. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner, where were you when you received these results? Marcus swallows hard. Marcus. In my truck outside the lab, Judge Judy. And? Marcus laughs bitterly. Marcus, I read it 3 times because I thought maybe I was misunderstanding it. Silence. Marcus. Then I just sat there, Judge Judy. For how long? Marcus. I don't know. Maybe an hour. His voice begins cracking slightly. Marcus. I kept thinking about Caleb calling me dad that morning before school. Danielle wipes tears from her face. Marcus. And suddenly, I realized everybody in that situation knew there was doubt except me. Judge Judy watches him carefully. Marcus. 8 years, Your Honor? His composure finally breaks. Marcus. 8 years I built my entire life around being a father. The gallery becomes visibly emotional. Marcus. I worked overtime jobs because I thought I had a son depending on me. I turned down jobs out of state because I didn't want to leave him behind. I postponed buying a house because school tuition came first. He wipes his eyes angrily. Marcus. And then I find out I was the only idiot in the room who believed everything was real. Danielle begins crying harder. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner. Marcus. No, because everybody keeps acting like this is just paperwork. It's not paperwork. The courtroom is completely still. Marcus. I missed birthdays with my own family because Caleb had basketball games. I spent Christmas mornings assembling toys until 3 in the morning. That little boy has drawings in my apartment calling me Dad. His voice cracks again. Marcus. So no, this isn't just about money. A woman in the gallery quietly gasps. Judge Judy. All right, take a breath. Marcus sits back heavily. Judge Judy turns toward Danielle. Judge Judy. Ms. Ellis, when you became pregnant, did you know there was another possible father? Danielle. Yes. Judge Judy. Did you ever tell Marcus that? Danielle. No, Judge Judy. Why not? Danielle. Because when we got back together, things finally felt stable again. Marcus was excited about the baby. He was supportive immediately. Judge Judy. That doesn't answer the question. Danielle. I was afraid if I told him there was another possibility, he'd leave. Judge Judy. So you made the decision for him, Danielle. I thought the odds were higher that Marcus was the father anyway. Judge Judy. Did you know? Danielle. No. Judge Judy. Then certainty was a lie. Danielle becomes emotional. Danielle. I wasn't trying to manipulate him for money. Judge Judy. Then what were you trying to do? Danielle. Keep my family together. Judge Judy. By withholding information. Danielle. I grew up without stability. My father disappeared when I was little. I was terrified Caleb would grow up the same way. The courtroom quiets again. Danielle. Marcus loved him from the beginning. He showed up to every appointment. He acted like a father before Caleb was even born. Judge Judy. And because he behaved responsibly, you rewarded him with dishonesty? Danielle lowers her head. Danielle. I know how bad it sounds. Judge Judy. It sounds bad because it is bad. Danielle. But I didn't wake up every morning plotting against him. After a while, it became easier not to revisit it. Judge Judy. Easier for you. Danielle nods weakly. Judge Judy. Did you ever contact the other possible father during the pregnancy? Danielle. No. Judge Judy. Why not? Danielle. He had moved away. We weren't serious. Judge Judy. Phones existed then too. I assume. Several people laugh quietly. Judge Judy. Quiet, Judge Judy. Did you have his number? Danielle hesitates. Danielle. Yes. Judge Judy. Did you tell him there was a possibility he fathered a child? Danielle. No. Judge Judy. Why? Danielle. Because Marcus was already stepping up. Judge Judy. Ah, there it is. Danielle looks confused. Judge Judy. You found the more reliable option and decided certainty no longer mattered. Danielle. That's not fair. Judge Judy. Fair? We're discussing fairness now? Silence. Judge Judy. The biological father was denied the opportunity to know his child. Mr. Turner was denied the opportunity to make informed choices. And Caleb was denied the truth from the beginning. Danielle cries silently. Judge Judy. That's 3 separate damages caused by one decision. Marcus nods slowly. Judge Judy. Now, legally speaking, this case revolves around one issue: intentional misrepresentation. Judge Judy points toward the evidence folder. Judge Judy. Not heartbreak, not cheating, not emotional disappointment. The legal issue is whether you knowingly presented uncertain paternity as certain, causing financial damages. Danielle quietly. I understand, Judge Judy. Good, because the evidence matters here. Marcus immediately hands additional papers to Bird. Marcus. These are text messages from the pregnancy and the first few years afterward. Bird hands them over. Judge Judy reads silently. Judge Judy. Don't worry, he's definitely yours. Judge Judy flips pages. Judge Judy. I would never lie to you about something this important. Judge Judy raises an eyebrow slowly. Judge Judy. Strong words for somebody claiming uncertainty. Danielle. At the time, I convinced myself it was true. Judge Judy. No. What you convinced yourself of was that the truth was inconvenient. A few people in the gallery murmur. Judge Judy. Quiet. Marcus. Every time I had questions, she shut them down immediately. Danielle. Because I didn't want to destroy our family over a possibility. Marcus, it wasn't your choice to make alone. Danielle. I know that now. Judge Judy. Stop yelling. Instant silence. Judge Judy. Ms. Ellis, after the DNA test, did you finally contact the biological father? Danielle. Yes. Judge Judy. And? Danielle. He denied it and stopped answering calls. Judge Judy. Did you pursue legal action? Danielle. No. Judge Judy. Why not? Danielle. I didn't have money for lawyers. Judge Judy. Yet Mr. Turner somehow managed to financially support the child for 8 years without disappearing. Danielle remains silent. Judge Judy. That's what responsible adults do. Marcus. Meanwhile, I'm the one left cleaning up the emotional mess. Judge Judy. I understand your anger. Marcus. It's more than anger. Judge Judy. Then what is it? Marcus stares downward. Marcus. Honestly? Sometimes I feel guilty for even being angry, because Caleb didn't do anything wrong. The courtroom softens. Marcus. The worst part wasn't the DNA test. Judge Judy. What was? Marcus. A week after the results came back, Caleb called me crying because I stopped coming around for a while. Danielle covers her mouth. Marcus. He asked me if he did something bad. Silence fills the courtroom. Marcus. And I remember sitting there trying not to cry while explaining to an 8-year-old that adults were dealing with grown-up problems. His eyes fill again. Marcus. He kept saying, but you're still my dad, right? Several people in the gallery visibly react emotionally. Judge Judy's expression softens slightly. Marcus quietly. I didn't know what to say. Danielle wipes tears uncontrollably. Judge Judy. That little boy is the only truly innocent person involved here. Nobody speaks. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner, explain the damages you are specifically requesting. Marcus. I calculated support payments, tuition, clothes, sports fees, medical expenses. But I reduced the amount because I'm not trying to charge for every memory. Judge Judy. Show me the breakdown. Bird hands over the folder. Judge Judy reviews it carefully. Judge Judy. Tuition payments. Pediatric expenses. Basketball registration, school uniforms. Judge Judy looks up. Judge Judy, you kept excellent records. Marcus, because I believed I was responsible for him. Judge Judy, did any court formally order child support? Marcus, no. I paid voluntarily. Judge Judy, did you ever legally adopt Caleb? Marcus, no. Judge Judy, important distinction. Danielle looks nervous. Judge Judy, if this had been court-ordered support, your claim would be significantly weaker because courts prioritize the child's benefit. But here, we have voluntary financial contributions made under alleged false pretenses. Marcus. Exactly. Danielle. But Caleb still benefited from that money. Judge Judy. Of course he did. Nobody disputes that, Danielle. Marcus wasn't forced to love him. Marcus stares at her in disbelief. Danielle quickly. I didn't mean Marcus. That's the problem. You still don't understand what you took from me. Danielle begins crying again. Marcus, you didn't just lie about biology. You stole years of certainty from me. The gallery becomes silent. Marcus, I would have still loved Caleb, but I should have had the right to know the truth from the beginning. Judge Judy nods slowly. Judge Judy. That statement right there is why this courtroom exists. Silence. Judge Judy leans forward. Judge Judy, people think honesty only matters when outcomes are convenient. That's nonsense. Honesty matters most when the truth is difficult, because difficult truths still allow informed decisions. Bird quietly nods. Judge Judy, lies don't eliminate consequences. They simply postpone them until they become larger, uglier, and more painful for everyone involved. Danielle stares downward silently. Judge Judy, here's where I land legally. The courtroom becomes still. Judge Judy, I am not awarding the full $11,000 requested because some of these expenses were voluntarily provided for a child. Mr. Turner still emotionally considers family. Marcus listens quietly. Judge Judy, I'm also not reimbursing ordinary parenting experiences. This court cannot put dollar amounts on birthday parties, bedtime stories, Christmas presents, or emotional bonds. Danielle wipes her eyes. Judge Judy. However, Judge Judy holds up the text messages. Judge Judy, these repeated statements of certainty matter enormously. Definitely yours. No possibility anyone else is the father. Those were not accidental phrases. Silence. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner relied on those statements financially for years. Judge Judy reviews the expense sheet again. Judge Judy. I am specifically awarding reimbursement connected to voluntary direct financial contributions made after Ms. Ellis privately acknowledged doubt but continued making false assurances, including portions of tuition payments, medical costs, and support transfers clearly documented here. Judge Judy pauses. Judge Judy, that total comes to $7,500. The gallery reacts audibly. Danielle exhales shakily. Marcus closes his eyes briefly. Judge Judy, judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $7,500. Danielle quietly cries. Judge Judy. Mr. Turner, Marcus. Yes, Your Honor. Judge Judy. Whatever happens between you and Ms. Ellis from this point forward, remember something important. Marcus listens carefully. Judge Judy. Caleb didn't lie to you. Marcus's eyes immediately water again. Judge Judy. Biology matters in courtrooms. But to an 8-year-old little boy waiting for someone to show up at basketball practice, the man who stayed is usually the father. Clamped silence fills the room. Marcus nods emotionally. Judge Judy, we're done. Bird. Parties are excused. Announcer. Judge Judy ruled that repeated false assurances about paternity created financial liability for the defendant. But long after the courtroom emptied, one painful truth remained. When adults avoid honesty, children are often the ones left carrying the consequences.